Hey guys, what is up? It is your girl Karen, aka cakedbybabyk, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about the One Size Turn Up the Base BBB. That stands for Beauty Blur Balm. Disclaimer, I did receive this from the brand, but that of course in no way is going to affect my review of this product. If anything, I'm even more critical. But I have to say, I tried this out for the first time yesterday and I was pretty impressed, so we're gonna keep trying it out. We're gonna run through all the information on the product, the application process, and we're also going to do a wear test, so stay tuned until the end. And with that being said, let's get into it. The price of the Beauty Blur Balm is $33 and it claims to have a whipped texture. It's made with avocado and mango butters, and it dries down into a velvety marshmallow finish for a seamless tinted coverage. And it claims to also mask your texture. They recommend to apply this with your fingertips, so that's what we'll be doing today. I'm not a huge fan of this packaging simply because it can get really gunky right here. So I'm taking a pea-sized amount because they say a little bit goes a long way. The texture does seem super thick. I am in the shade medium 1. And to be honest, yesterday when I applied this for the first time, it seemed like it was really too light for my skin, but as I wore it throughout the day, as I layered my makeup on top of it, it wasn't a bad match. This complexion product is unlike anything I've ever tried before because it just feels so different. Like it literally feels like a mousse. And when you're applying it with your fingers, you think it's gonna be super heavy, but then once it dries down, it actually is very, very lightweight, which I love. I hate the feeling of foundation on my skin, and I actually wore this yesterday all day. I worked out in it and it still felt pretty light. All right, so there is the first layer. I do want a little bit more coverage in some areas, so I'm gonna go in with a second layer and see how it builds on top of itself. Do you wanna see how it tackles these dark circles that I have? I would say it's a pretty noticeable difference. Not too much of a difference, but it's there. I also am having some hormonal breakouts. There's one on my chin and one on my forehead. So they're a little bit red. I'm just gonna give it a little bit more coverage. Yesterday when I applied this, I had a little bit of a dry patch near my mouth, and I will say that it caught on there and it wasn't that pretty. So if you do have dry skin, I would approach this product with caution because I don't think it's necessarily the best product for you. However, I exfoliated a little bit last night and it seems like it's a lot better today. We're now gonna bring a little bit of life back into our complexion. So I'm gonna go in with the rest of my makeup and I'm gonna speed it up so you guys can see how it layers on top of this base layer. All right, so this is what the rest of my makeup looks like on top. As you can see, it applied really well. I absolutely love the finish. I think it's very natural and it does dry down a significant amount. I'm gonna go in with powder to set it down a little bit because I have a full day ahead of me. I'm going in with the Essence My Skin Perfector, and I'm really gonna concentrate this in the areas where I get the most oily, so my T-zone. All right, I applied the rest of my makeup off camera, which was a little bit of mascara and lip gloss, and now I'm ready to go for my day. It is currently 10 a.m. right now, and I'm grabbing lunch with a friend and running a bunch of errands, so I'm gonna be out and about. I'm gonna be checking in at the end of the night. All right, guys, I am back for the first check-in. It is 4:20, and this is what my skin is looking like. I have to say I'm pretty impressed. I was out majority of the day and went and grabbed lunch with a friend, and we were sitting outside. I was fully in the sun. I was sweating. I can see the oils peeking through just a tad, but usually with other foundations, by this time, I'm like a grease ball. I'm mostly impressed at the fact that I barely have any creasing in my smile line. I usually get such bad creasing and product buildup right in here. But with this BBB cream, it seems very, very minimal. I'm gonna keep wearing this throughout the day. I'm gonna work out later on in the day as well, so I'll check back in after that. All right, you guys, we're coming in at several hours later. It is now almost 8:30 and I've done a workout. I rode my bike for like half an hour. I cooked dinner in a hot kitchen, and this is what my face is looking like. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can get a closer look. You can see the Beauty Blur Balm is kind of breaking up on my chin area, and that's what it tends to do when I have foundation on. Like I said before, this smile line here is not nearly as bad as other foundations that I've tried. But overall, this is what it looks like, and I'm honestly not mad at it at all, especially given the fact that I did not powder in between. Just to see how it would look if I did apply powder on it again, let's go in with more of the same one that I applied before. And it pretty much looks brand spanking new, so safe to say that I am thoroughly impressed. I'll definitely be reaching for this a lot more, and let me know if you will too. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good, and I will see you guys in my next video.